Hello everyone and welcome to next lecture on mutation, and this is the fifth lecture. So we'll continue with the topic mutation. If you remember last lecture we discussed about the molecular basis of mutation, that at what molecular level and where changes are actually occurring. And one thing we started, that is about the concept of spontaneous, that how Watson and Crick they gave the idea or mechanism of spontaneous mutation. Few things we will discuss, then we will move on into the topic. Few points to remember. For example, if we talk about the structure of DNA, as you already know that it exists as a double-stranded structure. We are not drawing the double helical structure for simplicity to understand. Suppose I have two strands of DNA, and in both the strands, suppose I have in one strand adenine, it pairs with thymine, and cytosine it always pairs with guanine. And what kind of bonds we have in between? In between adenine and thymine we have two hydrogen bonds, and in between cytosine and guanine we have three hydrogen bonds. Always adenine it will pair with thymine, and cytosine always it will pair with guanine. Now this is the normal concept that we study. Now what happens, and one thing more, whatever structure we study, for example adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine, whatever structure we study, these are the normal and stable structures. Normal and stable structures. And as you know what happens in tautomeric shift, that is within the structure there is change of position of hydrogen from one position to other position. That means hydrogen, just now we will see that it shifts, it moves from one position to another position. And what is the result? Result is that stable form, it becomes unstable. That means the stable form of these bases, it will become unstable. As the result, what happens? The base pairing potential is changed and mutation occurs. So one by one we will discuss. First we will discuss about the purines. Adenine, and second one you can have the guanine. If you remember the structure already we have discussed. This is how we number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now these are the normal structures that we study, and these structures are the stable form, and because of the group added, this is your amino form of adenine, and because of this group, this is your keto form. So this is the keto form of guanine, and this is the amino form of adenine. Now these two structures or these two forms are stable one. Now what happens during tautomeric shift, that there is shifting of hydrogen from one position to other position. Here I have the hydrogen, it shifts from one position to another, or it goes from one position to another. Here also the same thing, that hydrogen it shifts from one position to another. That means at two positions it is occurring, between number 1 and number 6. Here also between number 1 and number 6. Now what is the result? result is now since this hydrogen, one hydrogen from here, it has come from this position, that means from position number 6 to position number 1. So here I will have, because one H from here it has come here, so here it becomes this. Now this is the structure and it is occurring between position number 1 and 6. The same over here. So this hydrogen, it goes here, so we will have, that means from here H, it has come to this position. Now these two forms, again the same position between number 1 and number 6. That means the change in position, it is occurring between position number 1 and 6 in case of adenine also here, and in case of guanine also we have change of position of hydrogen between 1 and 6. Now these forms, this is amino form and this is now the imino form, and it was keto, that was stable form, and now it is enol form. And these two forms are less stable. That means now what has happened, because of tautomeric shift, now adenine, it has changed its structure a bit and this imino form is less stable. So this happens when tautomeric shift or change in the structure it happens. Now in case of pyrimidines, cytosine, and thymine. Some structure is very simple. About the numbering, now these are the structures of cytosine and thymine, and these are the stable forms, and according to the group, this is again your amino form of cytosine, and this is according to the group we have the keto form. Now what happens during tautomeric shift? Again change of position of this hydrogen from one position to another position. Here also hydrogen, it moves from one position to another position. Again change of position of hydrogen. So what is the result? Since hydrogen from here, it has come to this position, so again we will have this structure. The same thing over here. From here, hydrogen, it moves to this position. Between 3 and 4. That means at shifting is occurring between position number 3 and 4. Here also shifting is occurring between position number 3 and 4 or 3rd or 4th. Now these two forms again, this is your imino form and this is your enol form, and these two forms are unstable or less stable. That means whatever number of bases, for example, we have studied about the adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. We have seen that we have the stable forms, and due to change in position of hydrogen or due to tautomeric shift, what happens? These structures, they convert to which form? Unstable form. If it is amino form, it converts to imino form, and if it is keto form, it converts to enol form. Now what is the result? What happens when they change to unstable form? So when they change from stable to unstable form, the bases, what is the result? When stable form it changes to unstable form, that now adenine, it will pair with cytosine. It will pair with cytosine because of unstable form, and because of the same case with the guanine, it will pair, instead of cytosine, now it will pair with thymine because of unstable form. These unstable forms, generally what happens? What is the correct pairing? Adenine, it pairs with thymine, and guanine, it pairs with cytosine. Now this is the correct pairing, but once the bases, they become unstable, what is the result? Result is that now pairing is disturbed, and now adenine, it will pair with cytosine, and guanine, it will pair with thymine. Now this is the result of tautomeric shift, that when bases, they become unstable due to change in the structure. Now what happens as the result? As the result, what is the net result when base pairing is changed? So as the result, what happens? There is a change, or there is substitution in the strand. For example, I have strand of DNA. Suppose I have G or C. This is one base pair. What is the result of this change? It will change. If I have G over here, so it will be converted to AT. That means the result, what is the end result? In simple line, that means GC to AT substitution, or base pair substitution, and this is what we call it as transition. The concept of transition we will discuss in detail, that actually how it happens, what it happens, how change is occurring from GC base pair to AT base pair. That means if I have GC, a base pair in a strand, how after mutation this base pair it changes to AT. This is in simple term or language how it happens. All happens because of the change of structure of bases. Now in next video we will discuss how the change happens. That means what is transition, what is transversion. In this video we have covered most of the part what is required to understand. Now in next video we will discuss with the example that how a pair, that means in a DNA strand, how a GC nucleotide base pair it changes to AT, and this is only what we call as substitution. And according to what changes, where changes, we call it transition or transversion. I hope whatever we have discussed, that is very clear to you, and this is the basis for understanding whatever in coming classes we are going to discuss. So whatever you feel like, please do comment. Thank you for watching this video.